Hi, Melissa Deely here, back for day 7 of my series on supplements. And the last 2 sessions I was talking about the types of supplements used in the short term and for the longer term, and went into some details about some of those specific supplements. And today I just want to ask you this question. Is it worth it to you to spend $5 to $10 a day to know that your body is getting all of the nutritional requirements that it needs to function optimally and for your health to be optimized, for you to have energy all day long, get rid of the fatigue, get rid of the brain fog? Because very often these things are triggered simply by deficiencies in our body. And we can lab test in order to determine where you might be deficient in your minerals and vitamins. And one of the lab tests that does the minerals will also determine if your mineral levels are in balance or out of balance. So it is very helpful information to have. But in many cases, we simply are deficient, and you might just want to start taking some of these vitamins in order to boost yourself up. And also, given that for North America, we're going into the winter season, we're still struggling with the pandemic, that taking some of these supplements to boost your immune system is also a great idea. And I want to let you know that if you're confused or you're not sure where to start, I do offer complimentary 30-minute consultations, and you can just go to my website at betterbrainhealth.info and click on the Work With Me button to book a complimentary session if you would like to do that, and we can talk about what symptoms you might be having now, what areas of your health you would like to be improving, and a good starting point for you when it comes to implementing a supplement regime with quality supplements. And I also wanted to share with you today the list of the top 15 recommended supplements by functional medicine doctors. I just thought this might be of interest for you to have and be aware of. So the first one is a multivitamin that is going to be covering off on a broad range of both minerals and vitamins, including a full range of your B vitamins that are very helpful in helping your body cope with stress. The one that I particularly like is called the Daily Nutritional Shake. I can put a link to that in the bottom of this video. And I've researched quite a few different shakes, and I've talked about many times before about the fact that starting your day with a shake is a great way to start your day because it allows you to have all the energy you need for cognitive function and just getting up and starting your day. And digestion isn't stealing energy trying to digest a full meal. A shake is already pre-digested in the blender, and so your body doesn't use as much energy with digestion, giving you more energy to get your day going. And I've compared this shake by Equilife that I've found and really like to many other shakes on the market, and have found that while all the ingredients are the same, the actual quantity of each ingredient is significantly different. And in many cases, only 10% of the amount of each ingredient compared to the one that I really like. So you're getting 90% more in the one that I really like, and the price point seems to be the same. So why not have more and really allow your body to be thriving? So that's the best of functional medicine nutrition, is really giving your body what it truly needs for optimal function. And then the next one is a daily fruit and veg blend of some sort. And as I've talked about before, through the soils, etc., and the whole plant-based food that we're getting, the nutrients are not at the level that they used to be 50, 60, 70 years ago. And so the example I gave was today we need to eat 9 oranges versus 1 orange that my grandmother might have eaten back in the 1930s or 40s. So I'm obviously not eating 9 oranges in a sitting, and nor am I eating, 2 and 3 pounds of broccoli in a sitting. And so it's just much harder for us to get all that we need in our diet. And so using a powder form of a really good quality organic fruit and veggie blend that is giving us the 22 needed vitamins and minerals from whole plant-based food is a great way to supporting what we are also getting through our food. And so that is the best of whole plant-based food, is having that in a shake, a green shake of some sort. And then we get into probiotics that obviously are very helpful for gut health and helping keep good balance in our gut and helping our gut be able to break down our food properly. All the bacteria in our gut is doing that so that we are absorbing the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients from the food that we're eating. Vitamin D3 is next on the list, which I talked about the other day. And depending where you live, you may or may not need it. If you're in a very sunny environment closer to the equator, you may not be needing that. But everyone in Canada needs vitamin D3. We just don't get enough sun on an annual basis. And even the northern half of the US also needs to be taking vitamin D3. Omega-3s are next on the list. I talked about that too, and how easy it is to get omega-6s in our diet and how much harder it is to get omega-3s. And when we have too many omega-6s, it puts our body out of balance and into a more inflammatory state. And we need to be supplementing with omega-3s to lower that inflammation and bring our body back into balance. Digestive enzymes, and again, I talked about those for people that do struggle with gut health issues, for seniors, because as we get older, our stomach doesn't make as much hydrochloric acid, and so it's harder for our body to be breaking down our food. And then some people might want to use those for specific meals and not be having them all the time. So if your body struggles to, break down and digest a steak, for instance, but you're fine with a soup or a lentil curry or something, then you wouldn't need to have them before things that are more easily digested. But for meals that are harder to digest, you might want to be taking them. And so that's completely left to each individual and to get to know their body and know when they might need the support of digestive enzymes. Next, we have full spectrum magnesium. And again, I talked about that and how deficient many of us are and how critical magnesium is to our whole body. And then we have activated B vitamins. And so B vitamins are so important for helping our body cope with stress. And yes, they are in multivitamins, but some people may need more of them. And so you take your multivitamin perhaps in the morning, but maybe you're going to take a B complex later in the day at lunchtime or in the evening. And it just depends really on the state of fatigue that your body is in as a result of the stress that you have in your life each and every day. And again, we can do lab tests to determine exactly what's going on in that regard. Or you might like to just take B complex if you are feeling that you are in a state of overwhelm and stress and want to help your body cope with that. There's also a calcium magnesium complex that is often recommended. And again, we can lab test to see where minerals are. Are they in balance or not? And so this is an option when we know those results for people, or for people with specific symptoms that are wanting those symptoms addressed. Balanced zinc is another one, and zinc is particularly good right now at helping boost the immune system and fight against this virus that is going around. There's also adrenal soothe and energy support type supplements, again, for helping calm the body that is in a very stressed out state. And this is particularly helpful to be having around dinner time and into the evening to help the body calm before going to bed so that you can have a better night's sleep. We have vitamin C as well. And again, very good right now. Vitamin D, vitamin C, and zinc are a really great combination for helping boost your immune system against viruses. There's also magnesium citrate. So this is in full spectrum magnesium, but again, for people struggling with sleep, this is very helpful to have at bedtime and further help the body relax and calm. And then for women with estrogen dominance, a good supplement is estrogen balance, helping to bring progesterone and estrogen back into balance. There are many people struggling in this day and age with estrogen dominance because it's so easy to get phytoestrogens into our body through different products that we use, through some food sources as well. And comparably, our progesterone levels appear low. And so that triggers all sorts of symptoms. It can affect fertility as well. And so helping through supplementation to bring estrogen down so that it's coming back into balance with progesterone is extremely helpful at alleviating those symptoms. And then lastly, daily thyroid support. So obviously that is for people that have thyroid hormone imbalances. And again, that we can test for in lab testing, as well as your estrogen balance levels. So hopefully that information is helpful, that you know all of these supplements are available through functional medicine providers. Again, I'll drop a link to the daily nutritional support shake that I really, really like to the bottom of this live. And if you have any questions or would like to book a session to get some clarification around all of this, because I know it's confusing and it's hard to navigate what is right for me and what is the right supplement to be getting, I would be more than happy to talk with you and help guide you. Thank you very much and wishing you a wonderful day. And I will be back more with day 8 in a couple of days to talk further about supplements.